Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. We are in this beautiful studio in Granville, Michigan. Of course, sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. We will talk about them a little bit later. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Super excited. It's been a long 2 weeks. Told Jesper we should podcast every day. He gave me the middle finger.
I did not.
So I'd never ever said that we would every day. Can you imagine podcasting every day about the gig?
What would we talk about?
Oh my gosh. I mean, we would just shoot the shit for an hour. And
that's always fun to do.
It is.
But, every day.
It totally is. Hey, Peter. Hey, Megan. Thanks for joining us.
Pete!
If you can go ahead and share to your Facebook page, your local rideshare group, we'd really appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, if you could subscribe and hit the bell notification. Twitter, I don't know. Tell us that we're nasty. I don't know.
Don't tell us we're nasty.
We're nasty. If you could give us a crying emoji or an angry face on Facebook, that's the new trend right now.
And Maria, yes, we would have a mental breakdown. If I had to spend an hour with Jason every day,
I know.
Have a mental breakdown. No way.
Maybe we could get coffee. We could have breakfast. We could do it in the morning. Yes. So like half of it we could do eating.
Starbucks, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. That's our new saying. Not a sponsor yet. Everything gig economy related or gig economy podcast related, go to gigeconomy-podcast.com. Also, there's a Linktree link that has everything in there that you could heart's desire.
Yep.
Click on that and all that fun stuff. We would love for you to know everything about us. The picnic. You guys, you're going to love this. I updated the slide.
Wow.
It is September.
I'm so impressed.
I know. It is September 11th, 2021 from 1 to 4.
And there's going to be lots of food and fun stuff. And I hear there might be a petting zoo.
Yes, we're still working on that, but don't know about that. I don't know if that's in the budget. Megan? It's at the Riverside Park. I think it's on Monroe at the Island Shelter, but we'd love to have you, even if you're not local to Grand Rapids.
Yep.
We have people drive from Detroit. I think Larry is going to be there this year from Bowling Green, of course.
And last year we live streamed from the event, so we might do that again. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Jerry Gillette, that's on the live stream right now. He's from Bowling Green. Larry should pick his butt up and bring him up too. Just make it a road trip.
Absolutely. Make it a road trip. We have lots of cool Airbnbs in the area. You can get a hotel room or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get back to the main screen there. Just want to mention our Patreon members, which we really appreciate. That's Keith from Georgia, Janet from New Zealand, Larry, we just talked about from Bowling Green, Samson from Grand Rapids, Steve from Rideshare Rodeo from Colorado, and of course, my main man, Leo from Detroit, that shot some great drone footage at the last picnic.
He did.
That drone of his is so sweet. I can't justify the cost of it, though, because I'd use it like 3 times a year. What I mean,
we should just run it through the company. We at least get the drone footage from the picnic.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
not happening. If you'd like to join chatter about rideshare driving, food deliver, whatever, you can join us in the Telegram group. The link is in the description. Click on that. It's can be a raunchy group. So just a warning, if you're sensitive, be careful.
I cannot wait till I start driving regularly and I will be back in that group all the
time. I know. I only go in there when I'm doing gig work, and it's not very often.
Well, not right now, anyways.
You
drive all week. You gig work all winter long, right?
Yes, but in the last 2 weeks, I did go out for a day, and I made like $120 on Doordash.
There we go.
And there was an advantage I had on that, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Of course, Steve from Rideshare Rodeo. He's so knowledgeable in the gig economy. He's more what would I say, more intellectual when it comes to like all the rules and regulations. I don't know. We don't talk about that shit because we don't know. I mean, we just talk about the gig economy, have fun around it. But check him out. It's Rideshare Rodeo Podcast. Obviously, you can download it anywhere if you listen to ours, whatever platform you're on, you can check him out. I think I'm going to be on the show on July 12th with him. We need to get him on too. We've yet to have him on.
And Megan, you are welcome to join that group anytime, just for the launch.
Yeah, you can. Also want to give a shout out to Chad, the gig economist on YouTube. Him and I made a connection recently. Unfortunately, it was through like Instagram, and the only reason I saw the message is because Facebook combines the messages now, and I happen to be in the business suite, and I'm like, he wanted to do a collab, so I'm going to be on his show. He's going to be on ours. He's got some good content, so I'm looking forward to that. Chad says he can barely hear Jesper. Okay, I can bump him up a little bit too. I appreciate that feedback.
Normally, Jason says I'm too loud.
Well, yeah. See, behind the curtains, I try to keep his mic down because I'm too loud because it bleeds over onto his channel. I know it's.
Is that better, Chad?
Oh, I just realized too that I don't have your channel recording now that I look. I am what? How many episodes?
I thought you said you were a professional.
I know. Hold on. Stop talking a minute. Come on.
Can I talk now?
Okay, there we go.
I'm just gonna be over in the corner in fetal position.
Yes.
Okay?
No, that's gonna be me. Just to let you know, you may see a bathroom break slide up here. I'm having some issues tonight. I'm not gonna go into any other detail other than that. But if you want to find out the details, listen to our other. But yeah, exactly. If you want to find out the details, listen to our other podcast, Threads Podcast Life.
And you can get into that the other part, but you can also maybe hear about it in the banter. You can get into by getting to the Patreon.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Not that we're plugging that right now, but that was a good transition.
Every time I want to, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. First up, before we get in the news, Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Megan is in the chat, or at least she was a little bit earlier. They are the studio sponsor. 532-6600 or go to irvines.com to schedule, which my car was just in Friday, scheduled everything online. Of course, I get personal service from Megan. She personally texted me and said, you're all set. And oh yes, I'm so famous. So yeah,
you feel really special.
I did feel really special. So I did not update this slide, but I did go there today, and it was like up to like 350 reviews, still at a 4.7. But I mean, that's almost. You're not going to get a 5.0. I don't care what company you have.
No. See, I hear that Megan makes everybody feel that special. It's not just you.
Damn it.
No, she is just on top of things, and she makes everybody feel special.
You know, interesting enough, we were just having some contract negotiations, and she had said, you know, if Jesper brings his car in there, then maybe we'll sign up for another year. But
you had to bring that up, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Megan did hand wash the car. Unfortunately, the next day it rained like buckets, so I felt kind of bad for her. She's hand washing the car. I love the loaner car that I took. So
was that after you landed?
No, that was before. So anyways, 532-6600 irvines.com for all your automotive needs.
There we go.
I got sexy there for a second there. All right, first up, dear John.
I'm sorry, was that your sexy voice?
That was my sexy voice.
How successful is that one?
Not very good. So our friend John from the Telegram group, he's pretty much the OG in that group. I don't know. He'd been in there. I don't even remember. It's been years.
I think he joined before me.
Probably. So John got this letter from Uber, and I think I got it too. But of course, I'm like,
wait, so he got a Dear John letter?
He got a Dear John letter, yes. So I don't know about you with email. I delete so fast. Like half the time I don't even read them unless it's business stuff. I think I got the same letter, but I thought it was funny that it says, Dear John, on May 26th, we sent you 2 emails with the subject line, it's a great time to get health coverage. One of those 2 emails told you that Uber can help cover your healthcare costs. Yay! Unfortunately, we made a mistake sending this email to you, as this policy only applies to drivers and delivery people in California.
I think they forgot to apply the filter for California.
Well, yeah, exactly. Everybody. I think they did it on purpose. I mean, I don't know why they.
I got it too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just deleted it, but yes.
I did too. But yeah, it definitely is hilarious. Although I don't need health insurance, I don't want it from Uber. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, we always go over. We want to be independent contractors, but it was just kind of funny that it said Dear John, and they're like, oh, by the way, Yeah, that one. Remember the email you sent out? Like, look at even Uber, this billion-dollar company, still makes email mistakes.
Oh, absolutely. But the problem is, this is probably made somebody in India.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, what's your excuse?
Well, my Indian friend couldn't do it, so I had to do it myself.
So you still screwed it up.
I know, right?
Steve from Rideshare Rodeo is up in the house. Good evening.
What up, Steve?
Thanks for joining us. Okay, Megan, if you're still on, this slide is actually for you. This is your slide. Man. Did you know that when you read the slide or not?
No.
Okay. You want me to read it?
Well,
or you can read it.
Well, so drop-off options.
It's a Doordash.
Doordash.
We're
is that the posh version of Doordash?
That's Doordash.
How would you like the order to be dropped off? Hand it to me or leave it at my door. Baseball field. Number 2, third base loan. Royal blue shirts. Look for hangover moms in the
hungover.
Hungover moms. You should have read it.
I think she's still drunk because she said third base loan instead of third base line.
Anyways,
how hungover were you, Megan? She sent that to me. I just died laughing. So you got a nice charged battery and good LTE signal. So good job.
I was impressed that it says hand it to me. So that means that we're getting more back to normal.
Yes.
It's not the leave it by the door.
Yeah.
Which in this case would have been tough.
When do you think that Uber's going to drop the mask thing?
I don't know. It's still it's a federal thing, right? So we're waiting for the federal to kind of change the transportation.
I think because
LA, Michigan just opened up everything.
Yeah.
In 20. Is that yesterday or today? 22nd.
Yesterday.
So, but obviously it's still there. What were you saying about LA?
I think LA is completely opened up too without masks, and they were like super vigilant. So I'm thinking it's time to open that shit up. But
it is.
And the problem is we're gonna get some videos in the next week or two because as everything's opening up, people are not wearing their masks, and drivers are gonna be like, you still gotta wear it. That's the rule, and people are gonna get pissed about it. And
right.
I mean, if you go to the hospital, it's still masks as usual. Like I just went in there for something on Monday, and it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not, you still wear the mask. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
I mean, honestly, I could solve the problem. I keep saying I'm not driving until I get I can do it without mask, and I could figure out how to do it without mask. I just don't really want to. But
that's totally fair.
I'm really missing it. I really am. Jason and I had a great interview earlier today with somebody, and if you're a Patreon, you'll be listening to that first. But we were talking about his stories, and it just I'm so missing it.
Yeah.
I just want to get back on the road. It's driving me absolutely bonkers.
Literally driving you.
It's literally driving me bonkers. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I want to be on the road too. In fact, Lyft keeps sending me these bonuses, 10 rides for $100. Okay. Pretty sweet, right? But it's Monday through Thursday. Ben's getting these weekend ones. Maybe I don't relook again on Friday or something, but I'm not getting any weekend ones. I'm like, I'm not driving during the week. Like,
no.
So
I still am not back on Lyft yet. I should probably get back on that one.
You probably could.
Oh, I'm sure I could. I mean, I may or may not have had a trouble with my left. I guess
that would be your right.
My right foot in the past, but that's been more than 4 years now. So it's gone. It should be gone.
Yeah, it should be. But...
So I have not reapplied with Lyft.
Yeah, I need to upload my inspection form, which I got done at Irvine's, and then. Interesting enough, I know we're completely digressing, but Uber did not have a place for my inspection.
Well, so how old is your vehicle?
It's old as hell.
Okay, so
2010
should be there. My inspection went away because I have a 15. Because now the Michigan requirement is, I think, 7 years.
Okay.
So you do not require it. So.
Yeah, I don't know. There was someone in the local Facebook group said the same thing, and I was like, yeah, I went to go look for mine to see if it was expired, and I couldn't even find the place where it went. No, I haven't looked
under the document section. It's not there. Interesting.
So
Chad, not that I want to, pull you out, but you say you haven't worn a mask since September. Does that mean that they stopped asking you for the mask picture? Because I heard somebody else saying in some other markets that they're not that the app is no longer asking for the mask picture in their market. And I was just, again, I haven't driven yet, so I don't know. I was just wondering how, even though it says you're required to wear the mask, are they doing the mask picture?
Yeah, and it all depends. I don't remember if Chad is actually doing Pete. That's rude. If Chad is doing just driving or if he's doing
Chad is saying when he goes out in public.
Oh yeah.
So I'm fully vaccinated too, and I'm not wearing a mask either. So
yeah, I'm not exactly sure what market Chad is in, but looking forward to having a conversation with him. I'm gonna block Pete. He's done.
Just kick him out.
Kick him out. So, real quick, I don't have a sign for this, but I put Fazoli's. I was doing 2 weeks ago. I was doing some gig work, and I was doing just Doordash, and I understand kind of what happened, but it was just kind of funny. So I go in there. I'm waiting for the food. Right.
Yep.
She has a bag. All that's in there is breadsticks. Now the breadsticks are in a bag already.
Sure.
And then she put them in a brown bag and closed the top. Well, the brown bag fell over on the ground. I had to wait another 10 minutes while they cooked breadsticks. She wouldn't pick the bag up. I was like, what? I know. I was like, it's fine. It's double wrapped. Like,
I know there's nothing in
the brown bag. And I'm like, it's totally fine. And she's like, nope, can't do it. And I'm like, I'm thinking that she wanted them for herself or something.
I don't know.
Because I'm like, oh no, I don't want to wait here 10. And it was like about 10 more minutes to brown them through the, I mean, they're already baked, but they warm them or crisp them up or something.
Whatever they do. Yeah.
But I mean, is real. I mean, how many bags around it do we need before we can still serve it? I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe it was just because I saw the bag drop and maybe if it was in the back, she would have scooped it up. And
I'm telling you, if that would have happened that night I did the Smoky Bones, I would have taken the bag out of there and I would have run because there's no way I'm waiting another 10 minutes.
No, you would have taken the bag, you would have beat him over the head, and then you would have run with it.
Like, I have already waited here for an hour and a half for these chicken that you didn't have.
Oh,
like, you're not gonna wait another 10 minutes on breadsticks. No way.
Right. I mean, how do you it's such a good point you did bring up. How does Smoky Bones run out of chicken?
I know. It's like, wait, listen, Smoky Bones, but you should have chicken and you should have smoked meat.
Right.
What's the big thing?
I can't believe that. You'll probably never go back there, will you?
Oh no.
Have you ever eaten there?
Once, but it was at the it must have been the prior owner because this was ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I've eaten there twice. It's nothing really to write home about.
No,
I mean it's not great, but complete side note too. Have you ever eaten at Dickie's Barbecue?
I have not yet. But
okay. I'm wondering how good they are.
Maxwell brought it up and we really want to try it at one point. So
okay.
Is that the one that at the downtown market now?
Ooh, I don't know about that. One closed down in the downtown market. Like it was open for like 1 year and then it closed. But I don't know. The barbecue joints in the downtown market scene, other than Slows, I think Slows has been there, but
it might still be Slows.
Okay. Larry says we love Dickie's. We get it a lot. So that's a good
Dickie's, not a sponsor yet.
Oh, they have free ice cream when you eat in? Shit. I didn't know that.
Said that. No, he's gonna. Well, up with the slide. Come on, let's go to Dickie's.
Yeah, put the bathroom slide up. We'll be right back. No. There's one in Jenison. I think there's one in Rockford, and there's got to be one over on the west side by you somewhere, but maybe not.
Well, I don't know. They're building a ton of stuff up in the corner.
I know.
It's like they're putting in a Chick-fil-A.
A what?
Chick-fil-A.
What'd you say?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A? They are not.
Yes, they are.
Where? Right in the corner?
Opposite Meyer. Yep.
You're shitting me.
No, I am not. Right there.
Somebody Google that. I never saw anything about that.
They are putting in a Chick-fil-A opposite Meyer.
I
am not kidding you.
Claudia, we are from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Northwest Florida. Nice.
Welcome, Claudia.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Are they really?
Yes, they are.
My kid.
I'm not kidding you.
You also said that freaking Five Guys was closed down. So you are not trustworthy.
Well, this one I know.
All right, I'm Googling it right now.
I know. In the middle of the show?
Yeah, right.
Megan, it's Standale, the Wilson, and Lake Michigan Drive corner.
Well, it's not up on their website yet.
Well,
which
of course
makes sense.
not. There's only walls right now.
So Chick-fil-A, Standale.
Yeah.
Standlawn? No, Standale. Let's see. Oh, shit. Chick-fil-A approves the plan. Walker City approves the plan. Oh, you are right.
I am right.
My kids are going to lose their S. Oh, Pete found it. Oh, my gosh. So basically,
yes, it's been approved because there's walls there now.
Wilson and Lake Michigan Drive.
Yep. Right next to the new rental complex.
Okay, and Culver's.
Yeah, and Aldi a little bit further down. Yep, right there.
How are they going to manage that traffic?
I have no idea.
That is already a shit show.
Mm-hmm. And Aldi is already bringing a ton of stuff, new people over there. But it's going to be a very interesting corner.
It is.
Yep.
Anyways, Larry, you should do the first 100 customer promotion. When it opens, you've done it 4 times. You get Chick-fil-A. Larry Duncan.
I can so see Larry do it though.
I mean, the chicken's not that good.
Oh, it is.
All right.
You know what? The only reason why I go, they have by none the best chocolate chip cookies in town.
Really? Yeah. I've never had them there.
Oh my god.
I love their waffle fries.
They're like this thick, right?
Really?
Oh.
Claudia wants to know, are lobbies for fast food open? No, they are not. Are you
sure though? I mean, I read an article the other day that they technically could be open.
They can,
but a lot of them are closed because they can't find people.
Right. See you, Pete. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, most of them are closed. I don't even try to go in, but the mask or the mandates just ended yesterday, so some of them may have opened. I don't know. I don't know why they would. They're more efficient without it being open.
Really,
I mean, what is it? The old people? I mean, the only reason I want them open is if I have to use the restroom. Exactly. Like if I'm doing gig work, like fast food delivery, I'll go pick it up inside just so I can go pee. What did Pete say?
He says he's leaving because you said the chicken isn't that good.
Oh. I mean, it's not worth like standing.
Yeah, bye, Pete.
It's not worth standing in line. I mean, geez, Louise.
That's the other thing I like about Chick-fil-A. They know how to handle their drive-through traffic.
They are very efficient.
2 lanes, people outside with a tablet. I mean, they got it down.
They do. So, speaking of bathroom breaks, we have a video to share with you.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Do you want to?
This is a video of a special bottle found in the back seat of a car, not Jason's car, I should stipulate.
Yeah.
Although I think the bottle might be just about as big as this one.
No, where would I hide that? This is why this guy has the problem. Okay, we'll watch it and we'll discuss. Dustin.
Holy smack-a-bitch. I don't know what's in this yellow jar. Is this pee? It looks like it.
Oh, that's
what's
definitely
in the yellow jar here, the jar with the liquid?
Oh, that's not. Well, the thing is, all the bathrooms are closed.
Uh-huh.
So I have to, if I'm desperate to pee, I have to there's no bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sometimes forced to pee while, sometimes I have to force to pee. I don't want to the only time I ever pee is late at night when there's no one around.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes I have to pee with a bottle in the vehicle just in case I can't find a bathroom.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I would have so much.
I just wouldn't put it back here if I were you. I mean, it's gross.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's okay. It's like it. What's in the yellow jar?
Anyways.
Good night, Megan.
Good night, Megan. Yeah, that dude. Now, she says that dude needs to drink water. I will let you know, when you let the piss sit in a jug for a while, it just does turn yellow regardless of how hydrated you were.
So, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know that because...
Yeah, because sometimes I have to pee in a bottle. First of all, if that was me, if I was the driver and I left that in there, I would immediately pull over and take care of it. Like I wouldn't have having explain, how it happened. Like, we know what happened. You had to take a piss. Like, just pull over and get it away.
Hopefully that wasn't just one piss.
Oh God, that'd be a monster piss.
Like a half a gallon, right?
Yeah. Claudia says, how about using a bag? What? A bag? Now, I do have a story about a bag. Those aren't very airtight, I will say, but I have peed in a bag before. So you know the little invoice you get when your tech leaves it on your door?
Yeah.
I've peed in those before and then tied them off because I didn't have a bottom. I'm such a savage. I need therapy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, oh,
to cover the bottle.
okay. Okay.
Good one, Claudia.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I always discreetly hide mine. If the car wash company wants to go in there, dig around in my car and take out piss bottles, I mean,
they have done it more than once.
No, just once. After that, I hit it because that's just gross. So, all right.
Oh my god.
Moving on from piss jug.
Moving on.
So this guy, it's a picture of a baby in the back of the car. In a car seat. It says, so I was driving Uber today and this lady put her son in my back seat and said he was going to daddy's house. What the hell? She tipped me $60 though, so I'm taking him. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a big no-no, guys.
I mean,
that's an absolute no-no.
But everyone's got a price.
Sure.
What's your price?
Oh, it would no.
What's your price?
$5,000.
Okay,
I don't even know.
You can send a kid.
I don't even know if I would.
No, I wouldn't either. Yeah. I would be like, show me the money first.
Well, but the situation you're putting yourself in, what if she was to say he never got there?
I know. In this day and age?
No, it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think at that point you don't deliver the baby to the dad. You go around the block and you call the cops and then they call social services because like that seems a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
When would be an appropriate age? Probably none, right?
No.
Like, what if you had a 16-year-old and you're like, you are just in a pinch and you just need to get into baseball?
I know.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
Yeah.
Get your mom and dad.
Yeah, but what if you're in a pinch?
I don't
Then
care.
he's not going to baseball?
No.
Okay, well, you don't like your kid then.
No, it's not that you don't like your kid, Jason.
I know.
But you can't put yourself in that situation.
No, I know.
Being alone in the vehicle with a 16-year-old girl or boy? No.
Oh, gosh, yeah. For sure.
No, absolutely not.
Larry made a good point. I'd make her ride and take her back.
I would do.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Not with a baby, but with like a younger kid.
I might even turn off the app and do it for free.
Shut your hole. You just talking about liability, and then you're going to turn off the app.
Well, if I was just and I know I should,
then you just refund her the money.
Well, yes, that would be the right thing to do.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. If we went to helping out, refund the money. That's yes,
right. Although, why would you want to? I mean, maybe she's underprivileged, but I'm like, why would you want to help her out? Because she's being an idiot. Like, right. I don't know. It just seems.
I mean, we should talk to Pete, Mr. No car seat, right? I mean, he was like the guy in our market who always got hit with the people without car seats.
I know.
And it's like, no.
I talked to Pete the other night. His life is so changed. He doesn't even own a car anymore.
Pete doesn't have a car?
No, he works from home. He gets his groceries delivered. Like he came from the gig master. Like I would say he was even higher than Gigster. They were both pretty high up there in the gig world. And now he just sits home and he uses all our services.
Well, that's good. So he's now
he's a client.
He's the receiving end of the gig economy.
Oh my gosh! If I ever get Pete's order, I don't know what. I mean, I won't do anything to the food, but I would like.
Are you sure?
I'm
Are you sure though?
If I was near a sex shop, I'd go buy like a dildo and like drop it in his bag. And can you imagine? Because Pete does contactless, so he won't even know it's me. So I'll just drop it off and maybe drive around the corner, get out with my camera. And although he probably wouldn't open it till he got inside, but how epic would that be? I've never delivered anyone I like.
You could just deliver something even whether he ordered it or not. Just
that's
ring
true.
The doorbell.
That's true. But I think it would be funnier with doing it like with a food delivery. Again, deliver a half full. Oh no,
bottle.
I'll make sure it's full.
May not be sealed, but it's full.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Steve, have you ever tried the Wiz app? So we actually interviewed Robert from the Wiz app, and it only worked. Now, I haven't used it in a while, but at the time it was only the restaurants that they were working with.
Right.
And maybe they've updated where you can add your own.
I don't know yet. But
Yeah.
they were talking about possibly doing that. I think.
Yeah, I'll have to check back into that. But thanks for that reminder, Steve. But yeah, that there are several other apps out there, but his app was based on like trying to work with the restaurant and give the rideshare driver like a free Coke if they came in. And then they found that they actually made more on the sponsorship because the driver would come in and bring in their family or whatever. So they ended up, making more anyways. Larry says no Gatorade bottles in Nashville. So Larry and I are going to a podcast conference in first week of
You guys still going?
Yeah, it's on. Let's get it on. Like we were listening to earlier. I'm so excited for it. I actually have a flight down to Nashville because I was going to go to it was supposed to be in Denver. Or no, not Denver. Dallas. Sorry. Started with a D. And then the pandemic happened, so I just switched my flight to because normally I wouldn't drive to Nashville or I wouldn't fly, but
it's not American Airlines, is it?
It is American Airlines.
It is?
Yeah.
You better check. They're canceling a lot of the rides.
They are?
Yep. They can't find any people. There's
no employees?
Nope.
I thought it was United, or does American own
Airlines? No, it was the article I read was American Airlines.
Have they sent the emails out to people? Because I have not gotten one.
It was no emails. It was just I read an article about how American Airlines.
Oh, but I'm wondering if they've. Oh shit! Well, I better look into that.
Well,
can you imagine?
When is it going?
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I think Nashville is pretty a big flight though. I can't see that they would cancel a Nashville flight.
No, I understand.
They've changed it like 4 times though since I booked it. Like really jacked the times around. But all right. We talked about piss jugs, and now we're going to talk about our new sponsor. Ooh, you like that music?
That was interesting.
Ooh, a little salsa. Okay, guys, Para. What is Para? Para is an app that you pair, get it, with Doordash. So you all know Doordash is shady AF. They hide a lot of their tips behind, whatever. Like for whatever reason, they hide their tips. So what Para does, if you can look at the picture on there, so see how Doordash is offering this ride at $8. If you look, the total is actually $9. The tip is $6. So what they do is it's an immediate notification. Okay, not immediate, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, maybe even less than that. It's really quick.
The times I used it, it was very, very,
very quick.
Yep.
So right from the app, it comes down. It lets you know, hey, this person tipped. I mean, I went out 2 weeks ago. I made so much more money. It was so much more efficient. I mean,
So how do you make more money? You're able to cancel the ones you don't want faster, right?
Well, exactly. What you see it come up, and it might say $7 on Doordash. Might say, oh, $7, but then you look. I'm gonna go back to the main screen because this music's too loud and I don't like it. I'm disappointed in my choice of music tonight. But yeah, you go. It says $7. Para notifies you, and there might be a $20 tip on it, right. But they hide it behind them. They hide it, and I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. They're trying to get drivers to take everything, but that's what Para does. Steve is part of Para, so that's why he's saying we are the bomb.
You use our link.
Yeah, in the show notes, it should be in there. But yeah, use our link to sign up. If you're doing DoorDash, you're stupid. I'm going to say it. You are stupid to not use Para, because why wouldn't you want to make more money? Be out on the road.
Yep.
Less time. I know they are working. They're beta testing Grubhub. Now, Grubhub does not hide the money, but it definitely does. They're going to try to show the mileage. That's where Grubhub comes in. So what I'm hoping that Para does, which I really like, there's an app called DUH. It's short for Driver Utility Helper.
Yep.
I like that app because it declines all the low paying offers. If Para, my gosh, if Para can do that,
right,
game changer.
But why wouldn't they be?
I'm sure they're working on it.
That's coming.
Yeah, Chad says amazing they give it away for free. Yeah, I can't believe it either, because Matt from our group in Grand Rapids here, he was like, "Oh my gosh, Jason, like it has increased my hourly rate."
It's a game changer.
It is a
guys.
game. I mean,
It's a
I know
game changer.
it's a touche thing to say, game changer, but people, it's true. You will make more. I guarantee it. I will guarantee you will make more money. If you don't, then then your phone's broke. I was gonna say the app broke, but that's not good to do for a sponsor.
No.
But if you guys have any questions about it, there is a Facebook group. You can also message us too, but please use the link to sign up. That helps us grow the show. We appreciate it. But oh my God, Steve said we went from 280 users to 29,000 active users in 7 weeks. Holy shit.
That's
I don't know how it didn't crash.
Well, that's some growth right there.
Oh, you can use Para and Duh and Cleanup only on Android. Yeah, Duh only works on Android. I'm amazed that Para works on iOS because I'm sorry, it's so hard to get iOS apps through because they're so don't don't you dare. No, I actually run an iPhone and an Android phone. When
the only true phone to use, an Android Pixel. Not a sponsor.
No,
yet.
It's not an Android Pixel. It's a Google Pixel.
It's still an Android.
Not a sponsor yet. All right, let's move on. Good Lord. Download Para. If you don't, you're an idiot. How you like that sponsorship? All right.
So the next one is it's a local piece of news, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. With the driving starting back up, unfortunately, I won't be able to attend the first one. But a big thing here in West Michigan is the beer festivals.
Yes.
And this article here is about the next. They have now the Michigan Brewers Guild has August and September beer festivals has been defined. And the next beer festival at the LMCU ballpark that just changed name. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
So that's going to be August 14th at the beer at the ballpark, and then
August 14th.
August 14th.
Oh, that's a tough mutter. I'm going to be gone too.
There we go. And I unfortunately won't be able to make it either because I'm going to Danish Festival, and anybody local should go to Danish Festival in Greenville. Anyways,
are they a sponsor? Not yet.
There you go. A little bit delayed there, but that was
it's always going to be delayed.
But then the other two ones obviously is let's see, I just had them right now. August 28th, it's going to be in Traverse City, and the UP Fall Beer Festival is scheduled for September 11th at Matson's Lower Harbor Park in Marquette. Obviously, you won't be able to make it to that one either because you're going to our picnic on 9/11.
All this shit gets in the way of my money-making things.
So we're happy and excited for the opportunity to get back to Michigan Brewers Guild beer festivals and look forward to seeing people in person. And obviously, the reason why it's such a big deal for us is because Michigan Beer Guilds or beer festivals is usually some pretty damn big days to drive.
Well, interesting enough, with all the driver shortage, I mean, that day...
it might be a shit show this year.
Well, I'm just saying, I think... Because I think the last one I worked, I wasn't very profitable for me, and I don't know if it was too many drivers, but I'll tell you something right now. If it's the same level of drivers, I mean, you're gonna make $1,000. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that.
No,
I'm guaranteed the Pear app will make you more money, but I'm just saying you could make a shit ton of money because
last time I drove a beer festival, which was there must have been the winter beer fest in 2020, I made pretty well. I think I made close to $400.
Yeah. So 1,000 isn't crazy with all the bonuses they got going on now. I'm not saying you would. So actually stay off. No, you know what? I'm not working. Go. I was gonna say stay off the road.
Everybody clean up.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's good to see that things are starting to open up, and
very excited about it.
I mean, honestly, there was a concert I wanted to go to. It sold out in like 3 minutes. It's because people have been craving to go to the concerts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much, if you want to go to a show, you better buy that. Do not wait. You better buy the tickets right when it comes available.
Pop Evil you wanted to go see?
Yeah, they're actually at the Machine Shop in Flint, and it was all sold out. They're playing in Detroit too, but it's like Detroit on a Wednesday night during a work week.
You and Megan went to Detroit one time and saw Pop Evil, right?
Yeah, we've seen them a couple times. We've seen them at the Machine Shop. I actually got a buddy that I got into Pop Evil, and so I really kind of wanted to bring him, and I ain't gonna pay no scalping tickets for it. It's not worth it for that. They'll come to Grand Rapids. They'll be back to Grand Rapids.
You think they'll come to Grand Rapids?
Well, they're from here.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I'm wearing a Pot People shirt. I just
know
realized
you
you were
are.
staring at my shirt. They're not a sponsor.
I'm just looking at you. Handsome body.
That's right. I've been working out. All right. This next one. This is kind of funny. It's a text. It says, "This conversation is related to a DoorDash order. Sorry, the restaurant took forever. I'm on my way now. Get your bitch ass out of my lane." And the person's like, "Laugh my ass off." What? Voice to text. My bad. Yeah, this is fake because see how it's blue? That's iOS. That doesn't happen. Anyways, not that one anyone cares. It's still kind of funny.
No one cares.
No one cares that it's fake, but it's funny when voice to chat or voice to text is just terrible. You do have to proofread that, y'all. You can't just do that without it. Pete said he picked up their manager once. Yeah, I think I picked up. He doesn't play for the band. The drummer, his name was Chachi. I think he was the drummer. I picked him up before. They're a cool band. They played a lot on. Well, there's no rock stations around here anymore, but they play them a lot on Octane, which is a Sirius XM channel. Claudia's still with us. Claudia, thank you.
Woo!
Make sure you like everything. Download the podcast. This is
And join the group.
Yeah, join the Telegram group. Most of our listeners are actually not on the live stream. It's the audio podcast. So anywhere you download podcasts, you can search the Gig Economy Podcast.
There we go. So this next one, it confuses me a little bit. It is a I don't even know what it is.
So sorry, I didn't. I should explain that one. I shouldn't give it to you. So this is from Ben. Ben is kind of an OG too. He was actually on the second episode of the Gig Economy Podcast, which formerly GR Rideshare Adventures.
Right.
He was on, at least. What do you think? At least 50 episodes?
Oh yeah,
or
at least.
Yeah, something like that. But he's been going out hustling and making that bonus money from Lyft. This dude tipped him $40 on top of the cash. And it's just kind of a note. I appreciate everything you're doing out there. Basically saying these people need drivers out there.
Right.
So if you're interested in making some money, now's the time to do it. I'm definitely waiting for Uber to give me that 3 for $100, but I've yet to get it.
I know. I gotta hit the road.
Yeah,
I'm leaving. Bye. No.
Oh, you're gonna go out right now?
No, I'm not.
Janet just joined us. Late start for me today has been driving with Pax. Okay.
Janet is from.
Say it.
I was gonna say
you're gonna fuck it up.
I was gonna
forgot
down under, but that's not where it is. She is from.
It's 2 words.
Come on.
Starts with an N.
New Zealand.
There you go.
Sorry, Dana. Sorry.
Yay. Good job. Oh, thanks, Steve, for the super sticker. That's sweet. $2.
$2.
Appreciate
nice.
that.
Thank you very much.
Everything helps. Oh, see, Claudia knows what's up. She said bonus of Lyft here is 150 for 21 rides, guaranteed. Yeah.
But is that the bonus or that's the guaranteed?
No, I think that startled me. I think I'm saying she thinks it's a guarantee, so it's not a bonus.
No, so that means it's just they'll add up to the 150. You should get at least.
Yeah, it's
that's
a joke.
Kind of a joke.
Anyways, okay. So real quick, an article about arbitration. Why won't this link work? What are you doing? So this is in Seattle, and I think Seattle has don't they have some of the similar rules in California? Don't they have like the minimum wage and all that shit?
I honestly don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do. But starting next month in Seattle, Uber and Lyft drivers who are kicked off the apps will be able to contest their deactivation and seek other support through a resolution center funded by the city and run by a drivers group. The city funded $5 million for this. I'm like, holy shit. The group will provide consultation to drivers facing deactivation from ride-hailing apps and legal representatives to drivers in deactivation arbitration proceedings. It will subcontract with Teamsters 117 on the work, which is kind of union-esque. So, yeah, I mean, I think this has to do with Seattle. Like, I don't think this would go off in, like, Michigan. No. I think Seattle is Steve would know this. I think Seattle does have the minimum wage kind of same thing as California. We want to become workers,
right?
Kind of thing. So I don't like it that's why they're doing it, but they definitely.
So why would the city fund this? I mean,
That is odd.
Well, unless it's because the more drivers the city has, the more tax dollars they end up getting anyway. So they would get it all back.
Maybe.
And if the city already, I mean, I remember Grand Rapids, the biggest problem they have, and they must still have it right now, is downtown parking, and it's very beneficial for the drive, for the city that there's many drivers. Absolutely.
Right.
And so maybe Seattle has the same type of problems, obviously on a much higher and a larger scale, and so it's beneficial for them to have many more drivers.
Yeah, I mean, Steve brought up a good point. It's with Teamsters, not a good plan for resolution because they are Teamsters' union.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, of course, Uber and Lyft don't like it. They said
they're
worried about the sexual violence concerns that were raised last year. If these drivers that are accused of that, they could stay on the road. You know what I mean? And where Uber or Lyft got deactivated, we do. Seattle's on the way to pushing. Yeah,
it's only AB5.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There was something like California. We do need some sort of resolution. Here's my only caveat on that. I say that not tongue in cheek, but then it's kind of like we're not 1099 contractors anymore. If we have someone protecting our rights, like for instance, a drywaller, right? He comes and does my drywall in here.
Right.
He's got no one to protect him. You know what I mean? That's a true 1099. So it's kind of like
you're paying his company though. You're not paying a 1099.
Right. My point is he doesn't have anyone protecting him.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like me asking for protection, but I want to be an independent contractor. That's why Uber's like, we're not giving you protection because you're an independent contractor.
Right.
But maybe there needs to be another classification: independent contractor, regular employees, and I don't know. There's another name for it that's been going around. Freelancers, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But I really do think there should be something because of all the terrible deactivations.
Right.
I mean, I knock on wood, I've not been deactivated from an app yet.
No.
Which is shocking. Shocking that I did tell somebody to F off or something. But I don't know. Interesting. I mean, I like that they're trying to help people that are deactivated. I often wonder though, what is as Steve is like, unions equal employees, no two ways about it. But yeah, I mean, Steve's on our side, which is good. I don't think we could work together. We did have somebody reach out that was totally on the other side and they want to do a collab. And I'm like, I don't think we see eye to eye. I just don't think that's going to work. You know what I mean? How can we do a collab if we don't have the same ideals about, how we want to be just independent contractors? So,
let me no, and that's true. Can I change topic and address Claudia's question?
For sure.
Obviously, Claudia, you're new here, but that's dash cam is something we talk a lot about on this show, and we are firm believers in dash cams. Now, Michigan is a single consent state, which you brought up that you are in a dual consent state, so you obviously know the difference. Honestly, most people that I had, they don't know about single or dual consent, and they don't care. I have had absolutely zero people even questioning my
I've had a few people bring it up.
Well, people, they will mention it and bring it up, but they don't care.
I had one person care about it at the airport, and they canceled the ride.
So what did you do?
They canceled the ride.
They canceled it.
Yeah, I said I'm not going to turn it off.
Right.
I said, it's for your protection. I don't ever take the SD card out unless something happens, which it never does. Right. I mean, I don't remember the last time I took my SD card out.
No.
And that's fine. That's totally fine if you want to cancel the ride.
Right.
What was I going to bring up? Oh, so in a dual consent state, do you just have to put a sticker on there that says you're recording? I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either with the camera, because technically if it's a dual consent state, you can't legally record.
Are you playing with your cord over there?
Of course I am.
Stop it. I can hear it. I'm an audio snob. I can hear it.
I just like it when I play with something.
Well, I'll give you something to play with.
Anyways, so
you lost your train of thought.
Okay. So, but no, I don't take, I mean, technically in a dual consent state, you can't legally record, right? But
no, I think you can. I think you just have to notify them.
Well,
I think by saying having a sign in the back is it
So unless it's, I mean, it must say something about by getting in the car, you are agreeing to the fact that we
well,
have
yeah,
recorded,
because
something like that.
you're
Yeah.
saying dual cassette states, no one has dash cams. That can't be true. Or if they do, it's all illegal. That can't be true either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think you have to notify. Like, we don't have to put any stickers or anything.
Right. We don't have to do
So
nothing.
I think that's the only change is you have to. I'm guessing.
Right.
I'm just.
But Claudia, definitely use it. Yes, you can register it with Uber now. I think there's a lot of talks whether or not that's actually going to do anything, because it's a fairly new feature, right? That you can register your dash cam. So what it's going to do, we don't know. But
yeah, Uber now says to register your dash cam number with them, so they are full support of dash cams in every state.
Right.
I mean, if they're willing to take the footage and undeactivate
do something with it,
yeah, I'm all for it. If they just want to know, just to know, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I kind of like keeping stuff away from the big guy. Like,
right?
Why do you care if I have one unless you're going to use it? Because what if they use? I mean, they couldn't actually force you to take it. They couldn't say I need to see this or you're deactivated. Maybe they would.
So Claudia, it is just audio recording. And in Michigan, we can obviously, being a single consent state, you can legally record in the car, but you can't record if he's on the phone.
Yeah, that's the weird.
So,
well, yeah, because the person on the other end of the phone doesn't know,
it becomes that whole weirdness there. Yes, but I guess if you don't record the voice or whatever, but definitely have it no matter what for your protection, because you just never know what you're going to run into.
Yeah, don't worry about the legalities of it, because chances are it's never going to come in play, and chances are you're going to need it for something else,
right.
Some asshole over the legalities of the camera.
I follow, and this might be a good group for you to join as well. On Facebook, there's a group called legalrideshare.com, or the website is called legalrideshare.com. And it's a law group out of Chicago, I believe. And they talk a lot about incidents that different drivers all over America has had. And they definitely is also big proponents of dash cams and what they can do with that footage. So definitely, that's a way for you to get some more information there as well.
Yeah. All right, moving on. This is kind of interesting. People just love to push their politics, no matter who they're talking to.
Wonder why you gave it to me.
I don't know.
So this is what is it?
I don't know what app it is. It's maybe Instacart. I would say either Instacart or Shipped.
Maybe. So it goes, this is very generous of you. Thank you so much. You've made my weekend. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for delivering. Gas has gotten so much more expensive. I was just crying about that to my brother right before I left today. Yes, and my son's Mustang takes so much gas too. Have a nice weekend. Vote those Dems out of office to go back to our energy independence. The inflation is also bad too. Take care. Haha, you too. Thanks again.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a conversation. It just escalated. Why are you talking about politics? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
People makes it about politics super fast all the time. I just don't get it.
That's the kind of person I do not ever want to have a conversation with, because that's the first thing they go to.
So there's things you don't talk about in the car, right? I used to have when I drive, and back when I will be driving again, there's a couple of things I try not to ever talk about in the car, right?
Abortion.
Well, that's a topic. I don't even know how I would enter that topic, Jason.
Well, what if you're picking them up from Planned Parenthood?
Oh, come on. But then maybe I would have a little bit more empathy than talking about.
Can you imagine the awkwardness of saying, "Oh, so you're coming from Planned Parenthood? Did you have an abortion?" Oh my gosh,
Jason, seriously, come on.
That is just terrible.
But politics is one of the things that I try to definitely shy away from in my car.
Right. And
the other thing is religion, because you just never know. I mean, my profile does say I'm a Christian, and so if people want to talk about it, they can.
Yeah.
But they're just dangerous topics.
Yeah, just a tip for a new driver, as Jesper brought this up. Just I almost kind of agree with him. Like when they're talking about it, it's hard to you can try to steer the conversation, but you
Right.
have to be somewhat polite. Be like, "Oh yeah, I know, that's crazy, huh?" Like just some
Right.
superficial responses.
Yep.
And hopefully people will get the idea like, "Oh, this guy's uncomfortable. He doesn't want to talk about that."
That's mostly what I would get. And
Yeah.
they would change subject. And it's just because particularly a weekend warrior at night, there's alcohol involved. If you say something they don't want to hear, you just don't know what's going to happen.
It's bad enough you got to deal with puke.
I know, right?
So
Claudia says, I'm always the same opinion like my passenger and change subject.
Yep.
I like it.
Claudia's a professional.
There you go.
All right. Last ad of the night is an ad for us. Patreon.com/ I don't know what it is. Just search the Gig Economy podcast. It's Gig Econ something. I hate.
Isn't it just Gig Econ?
I think it's
Gig Econ podcast, maybe. I forget.
I forget too. I need to change that. All right.
Somebody please become a patron soon.
Yeah.
So we can
I can
remember
I
the
will
URL.
not. Oh, damn it. Where's my pen? Yeah, so we can remember the URL. Maybe that's why nobody's becoming a Patreon. I was gonna make a note. I've been making a point to when I write a note, I go in there and change it, but I don't have an effing pen on.
It is the Gig Econ podcast.
Did you look?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's right here on my face.
It can't be that long.
It's patreon.com, the Gig Econ podcast.
Oh, so I guess it is. Well, anyways, if you go to Patreon and search the Gig Economy podcast, we're the one and only. You will find us. In fact, if
somebody do it, it helps us a lot.
Right. In fact, if you Google Gig Economy podcast, we're the only one that, well, the whole page is ours. There's other crappy ones that pop up.
Right. And you get merch.
You get merch.
Yeah.
Yes. And I want to design an exclusive piece of merch for our new Patreon. So you get an extra podcast a month.
When are you going to have time to do that?
I will make time. If you pay me enough money, I will make time.
Oh, it's about the money, huh?
It's always about the money. So the money just supports us and our fees. We have a budget. We're a business, the whole 9 yards. So we don't take any money of any of that. So that all goes to help us. But like I said, you get a free piece of merch when you sign up. You get an extra podcast a month, and then you get before the show chat or whatever. We talked about my bowel issues. So that was fun. And we listened to
very exciting.
We listened to the song by Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. So.
And then of course you get the bonus podcast before everybody else.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just Jesper and I with our shirts off. So
you said you weren't gonna put the video up there.
I'm sorry, I slipped it. All right. Michigan drivers say Uber and Lyft incentives are not enough to address rideshare shortage.
That is true.
We got a couple more and then we're out.
I just read there's 2 in a row.
Did you?
Yeah, you had to know what.
Did you read the article?
I did.
Okay, just make it brief.
I will. So basically, hang on here. I'm sorry. I'm making it brief. I know. What the hell?
Shorts are riding up.
MLive, stupid MLive. They won't let me do nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All
right, let's just move on.
But
if you can get back to it. All right. So we talked about drunk passengers and asshole passengers. I haven't seen one of these in a long time, but get off my screen. This one's kind of Stella needs something really, really bad. Oh boy.
Wow.
That
escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did. It's interesting. That guy, he's like, oh, sweet Jesus. Like, let's go. I'm surprised. He must have not have, like, it's weird, right? You don't want to put your hands on her. But if like that was my wife, I would like scoop her up and like carry her away. I'm like, okay, we're done here. But those are the kind of things that, why you need a dash cam.
Right. Absolutely.
And my guess is that guy didn't, because something happened in the car. Clearly. So that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Did you figure it out?
No, I can't because the paywall came up. The MLive paywall came up and it won't let me in.
All right. Well, I can sum it up. Pay more or we're not getting on the road. There you go.
That's a good
sums
one.
it up.
It will. Yes.
So, okay, Jesper, your favorite one.
For some reason, every time there's anything related to something like this, Jason will give it to me.
Because sometimes it makes him embarrassed, and it's funny.
So this one here is the fact that the zucchini squash has been labeled as personal care, adult care items. So,
I mean, why would zucchini? It's in the shape. I'm having trouble coming up with what it
just
could
give it some more
be.
thought. Give it some more thought.
A penis, perhaps?
I don't know. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm kind of jealous of that size. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty big. Anyways, this is I'm sure this is Instacart.
They make them small, to them. It might just be pictures.
I need a quarter for scale. Yeah, so apparently Instacart or somebody put zucchini squash in personal care, which is
some developer had fun that day.
Well, I find that when I used to do whoops, hit the intro by accident. I find that when I used to do shipped, the miscategorization was pretty much every time I would shop, something was miscategorized like
but
that.
I mean, they're obviously importing and exporting thousands of products every day, so of course there's gonna be problems.
You see that fly?
I saw the fly.
Like
Time to go, but
it was like a chopper. Janet says, just remember to keep the dash cam powered up. When I turn the key off, dash cam shuts down, so recording not when parked. Yeah, not all. Thanks, Larry. Not all dash cams are set up that way. You have to like direct wire them to your battery to keep them running 24 hours a day.
Right.
I don't have mine set up that way. Parking is not an issue for me. I'm not too worried about someone slamming into me.
And some of the dash cams will be hooked up through a UBD port as well. So
Yeah. So that would be the same way. It would power that way too. Most of them come with that. I can't quote that.
If not, it's a kit.
You can. Yeah, it's like you can upgrade or something like that. So
I know with the dash cam that we always recommend, which is the Vanture.
I still never do that review, Jesper. I still never did that review.
So we have money coming, huh?
At some point when I do that damn review.
But we recommend the Vanture N2 Pro, and actually the new one N4.
That's the one I have in the car.
Yep. And both of those have so you're right. It is a kit for the Vanture, but what I was talking about as well, they have an additional kit with a geolocator that sits in the arm for it as well. So that's kind of cool as well.
Oh, is that going the mount? Is that where that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's in the mount. So basically you can hook that up, and that way your dash cam footage will be geolocated as well,
which is pretty sweet.
Yes.
The N4 is nice. It's got a back camera and a front camera and an inside the cab camera.
Right.
And the back camera is amazing. It goes through my tint, and I don't know what it does, but it doesn't look like it looks great. It doesn't even look tinted. So,
yep. And so obviously what Chad is saying too, and the Black View, I believe, does the same. The big difference you have to remember to do when you do in-car footage or inside footage, make sure that it's an LED recording so you can record at night. So
Claudia just ordered that N4. Nice. Chad, I had a Black View. They actually sent me one for free. It was a $500 camera. I wasn't that impressed with it.
It could be user error.
Oh, 100%. I'm not going to say that the camera was bad. The connection to get files off was very clunky. And I'm like, forget it. So I went back to the Vanture. It's tried and true. Get it? Vanture, tried and true. I've never had really any issues with it. I did have some mount issues, and they're like, "Oh, we'll send you the updated mount."
But they fixed the mount issue.
Yeah,
it was a known issue, and they sent all of us updated mount.
Yeah.
So
I had the N4 actually. I struggled with. I don't know if they were using the old style, and they sent me another one. It was with the heat.
Maybe
it would get too hot. It would come down, and since they sent me the new model, or the new model, it's fine.
Yeah.
That link is in our description too. If you're looking to order a camera, you can click on that.
Their support is excellent too.
Yeah, for a overseas company, they do a pretty good job. So,
Yep.
Well, guys, I want to thank Chad, the gig economist, who's new tonight. I want to thank Claudia, of course, Janet and Larry for coming on, and of course Steve from Rideshare Rodeo. Who am I missing? Anyone else? I don't think so.
Everybody, we thank everybody who stayed here.
Everybody. We're really push it. Chad, I used to have a night vision.
Megan?
Oh yeah, she's been gone an hour ago. Chad said I used to have a night vision camera for the interior. You can see some of the videos on my channel are caught under dash cam. Yeah, sometimes the Vanture didn't quite get, because we both Drive XLs. It didn't quite
Right.
get all the way to the back.
Right.
So you needed to add like external like lights in the car. You could
Right.
add like, what are they? Not UV, like kind of like a black light kind of thing.
Yep.
To get it back there, but I never bothered with that. So.
No.
All right, what do we got next? Nothing. 2 weeks. Nothing's coming up. It'll probably add a guest. Maybe we'll have Steve on. I don't know.
The big unknown is whether or not I will be driving before next time.
Infrared lights. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I wonder, will you be? I can't wait till you drive. It's gonna be nice.
I am so looking forward to it.
I know. We gotta get you on the road because
I will still be the original comforter.
the original comforter.
I remember when Comfort just came to
Oh my
Grand Rapids. I
gosh.
was so excited. That was Comfort.
Yeah. So
And I swear, still today, I made more money as a Comfort. Absolutely.
I'm sure you did. Are you still going to be Comfort when you go
Oh, yeah.
back?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
My vehicle is fully approved, Comfort and everything. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. The Comfort King, Larry said.
Comfort
right.
King.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks.